Okay, so this video is giving an overview of how I used Google Classroom this year in my math, science, and social studies room. So first I have two classes for each of my homerooms. I have my partner teacher, Ms. Holland's homeroom, and my homeroom here. And then I'm able to collaborate with the special ed teachers here so that they are able to get grades and assignments for their special ed students. So on the main stream of each Google Classroom page, it has all of their assignments here. And since there are so many and it is across 3 different subjects, these topics on the side are really helpful. So if they want to look for their science assignments, they can click that and all of their science will pop up. And same for social studies. Their warm-ups that we do in math are all here, and I'll explain in another video how we do our warm-up, and same with Community Circle. We use Nearpod, and I'll show some examples of that later. One of the main things we use this for is Math Menu. So on here, each week they get 6 problems, and so the first would be a word problem. So they click on this and it takes them to a Google form, and here they have a problem solving board, which this is what they need to be doing in their notebooks. And then there's a word problem here and they type in their answer. And some of my students really struggle working independently, so to give them that little boost, I add a YouTube video link of me explaining how to do the problem. The sound's not on right now, but you can go through and it's me explaining how to solve it in my notebook. And I showed my dog there. Okay, and the students actually post a picture of their work when they're finished. So it looks like that student didn't, but I can see, because checking their notebooks was becoming kind of tedious and I didn't have necessarily time, but this way they are still accountable for their work, so they post a picture of their notebook showing all of their work. And I found that it's a lot easier than going around and checking, and this way they're all in one place and there's another student's work. Okay, so word problems, I give them brain pop assignments on here. This is quizzes, and this is how we practice our facts. If you click that link, and then they have to link it to their Google account. They type their name in, so I'll just put my name, show you how it works. And I found that this is just a more fun and exciting way for them to practice their facts than doing flashcards. And it gives them like a little meme, and they kind of think those are funny. And it also does rank them. So the faster they answer it, the more points they get. But if they get it wrong, they get no points. So I'll get that one wrong. So you get 0 points for getting it wrong. So that kind of gives them the incentive to, even if it takes a little bit longer, make sure that they're getting it correct. And then I do give them a quiz, and I use Google Forms for this as well, and I take grades on this. The quizzes are usually review topics from the week before, since they are working on this independently. For vocabulary, I'll give them a list of new vocabulary words for the week that they are expected to write in their notebooks. And after they write them, they go to quizzes, which, and they have lots of activities that they can do here. It gives them flashcards that they can practice the different words, or these are all the different activities that they can do. The matching one they think is fun. They have to match the definition to the word. So fixed expense here, and then it disappears when you get it. Okay. And, oh, task cards are very similar to the quiz and the word problem. They get little cards when these are state test formatted questions that they can practice. And again, if they're struggling, I do add a YouTube link where I am explaining how to solve the problems for those students who need that extra support. Because while the students are working on these assignments in the Google Classroom, I am meeting with small groups. So they are expected to be silently working on these by themselves.